I'm gonna talk to you guys about something that cause I have I haven't really had that many people that mention this. And even so, it's not like I'm gonna get more attention that way because there's a lot of people that show their faces and when they're doing YouTube videos, and they just, I guess, because they're entertaining or whatever, it just depends on the person, right? This is Chaos Matrix here. We live in the chaos, we live in the matrix, we live in the chaos matrix society in America and the United States. Thank you guys for tuning in. And so this channel, I decided to create this as a faceless YouTube channel. And a lot of people don't understand because there are some people that are not YouTube savvy, so they don't understand how YouTube works. And so let me explain to you guys. So a lot of people don't want to show their face. I mean, you do have a lot of YouTube channels that show their face. They got millions of subscribers, a bunch of subscribers. However, it's more to it than just showing your face on camera, right? My goal is I wanted to create a faceless YouTube channel, not because I don't want to show my face. It's because the way I designed my channel is designed to be a faceless YouTube channel. So I wanted to be able to create something where people can come and listen to, because it's not really me that you need to see. I don't know why people want to compare the voice to whoever doing the videos, but you don't have to show your face because people don't care about what you look like. They don't care about, you know, what your title is or whatever. I mean, your thumbnails and your titles is important, but it's not as important as what is in the video, right? And what information that you're giving, because people only care about what information that you're giving them that will benefit them. They don't care about your thumbnails. More than likely, they really don't care if you show your face or not, because they don't care about what you look like. They just care about the information that you're getting. You gotta and a lot of people, they don't understand YouTube. They don't understand, that a lot of people that search on YouTube, they search on YouTube for information. They're not searching on YouTube to look at a video to know what a person looks like, because they don't care what you look like. They don't care if you show your face on camera or if you don't show your face on camera. Now, I only had 2 individuals that mentioned that to me, but the thing is, it's like, it's not really that important. People get criticized all the time. Hey, you should do this with your content, or you should do that with your content, and everything else. And you can meet those demands, but you can't really solve everybody's problems. And YouTube is starting to become, instead of it being enjoyable, a lot of people are more focused on trying to get monetized on YouTube, and that's great. Like I said in my recent video, I've been on YouTube for 7 years, since 2014 all the way until now. And I still have never got a monetized YouTube channel. I'm not begging or anything, but I'm just saying that take it from a guy who's been there. I have doom scrolled all over YouTube space, and the information that I have been looking at, that the way that people are given, is backwards. And then you got some YouTubers that will give you information without giving you the information. In other words, what I mean is, they will give you information that looks like it's enough that's all you have to do, but they don't give you the information of the strategies that go behind it and what you're supposed to do. And half of the stuff they're saying, they don't break it down. They don't try to help you understand the things that they're saying. So they just create a video thinking, or trying to promote the viewers of thinking, okay, you know what, there's a lot of crazy stuff and crazy backwards information on how to grow on YouTube. It's like everybody has their own information and their own viewpoint of how they grew on YouTube, and they talk about it based on their experience. So when you trying to learn how to do YouTube, or you got some YouTubers that are doing YouTube education and things of that nature, they're only going through what they experience, but it's not going to be like a one shoe fits all. And another thing I would say, if you're trying to grow on YouTube, I would start with small platforms first. Like start with TikTok. A lot of people want to do Instagram. I don't really know how Instagram do things when it comes to that. I don't think you get paid on Instagram if you get monetized, but there's definitely money in it if you're doing it for TikTok. I would suggest Twitch. Twitch is not really a small platform. You have to actually have a following to be able to get on Twitch. I mean, I got like 5 followers because I have a gaming account, Twitch account, but I would say start with TikTok. Start with small platforms, TikTok, Facebook, maybe Twitter, or X, however, I don't know why they call it X, but I think it's so. And sorry for the long pause. I'm getting text messages. So here's the thing. Now, some of the stuff that most YouTubers are saying is true. Okay, you don't need fancy cameras. You can choose to show your face. You don't have to show your face if you don't want to, because when it comes down to it, people don't care about your face. They care about the information that you're giving. You're only gonna have probably 5% out of thousands and millions of viewers that are gonna want to try to compare the face with the picture with the voice. But the thing is most people more focused on that than they care about the information. So their mindset and their focus is on the wrong thing. When I look on YouTube, I don't care what the person looks like. I put myself in the viewer's shoes. That's what you have to do. You have to think, what do you think that the viewers care about? Do they really care about what a person looks like compared to what the voice, or do they really care about the information that they give? It could be a female's voice, it could be a male's voice, but the most important thing is the information that whichever video that you're watching on YouTube, that's what they care about. So that's what I'm all about. I'm not all about doing face YouTube channel videos. If I'm gonna do one, I'm probably gonna have to make a separate channel, because this is a faceless YouTube channel that I'm doing, and I wanted to keep it that way. And maybe in the future I'll create another one, we can just start with that. But for the time being, I'm only gonna be starting with this channel, and it is gonna be faceless. So the information is what's important, not trying to compare the voice to who they're talking to. Because you got to really look at it this way. What do you think is important? Your health or working a job, a 9 to 5 job? Your health is important, right? Because without your health, you're not able-bodied to do anything else. If your health is not in good condition. So, you got people that are like that. I tried to tell some people that. And a lot of people live under a rock, so they don't understand how YouTube works. They don't understand how it's depending on what niche or what you're trying to do. It is, I would say, rather competitive. And there are a lot of things that a lot of YouTube content creators, they will make videos talking word salad about how to grow on YouTube. What I mean by word salad is it's just want. It's kind of like that. And they're not really telling you anything, because they mostly telling you everything that you need to know, but they're not teaching you the strategy that goes behind it. You see what I mean? Because I done followed every direction that every YouTuber has told me. They are sure within themselves that the information they give out, it works. It does not work. You can't. So there's 2 things that you can't do when you're on YouTube, because YouTube is a big platform, okay? And what you're gonna have to do is create a following, either Facebook or TikTok, and that's what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna create a Facebook group, so where people can get on there, they can talk about whatever, and I'm gonna do one for TikTok as well, if for those of you that have TikTok. And the point of it all is, all of this information doesn't work if you don't have a following somewhere else, because that's where it's heading right now when it comes to the YouTube space and trying to get subscribers. And they talk about the algorithm and all of this stuff. If you don't have, this is something that they're not going to tell you, because they don't want the competition. And a lot of these YouTubers want to get, like, you got AI is taking over scary stories now. So now you got some YouTubers, some of my favorite scary story YouTubers, like Celestial Nori, shout out to him. He's not even doing any more videos anymore. So he's deciding to do something else different now, because AI is taking over scary stories. And some of the bigger ones that I have been listening to over the years, they're already well established. And now that I think about it, I should have started a YouTube channel back when COVID was still around, because then I could have gotten some views. I could have been already had a monetized YouTube channel. But now it's too late, because every video that you want to do, somebody else is already doing it. And most of the videos that teaches you how to grow on YouTube or teaches you other updates and other things, most of the videos is about 10 months ago, last year, or about a year ago, which will be another year ago, and the list goes on. So it is really difficult if you're trying to create a brand and you're trying to grow on YouTube. It's very difficult if you don't have any other platforms that you can funnel your following and get them over to YouTube. Say, hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel and blah blah blah. But if you and here's another thing that you should never ever do, and this is the mistake that I made once before, and I'll never make this mistake again, because a lot of people, even people that you have a lot in common with, like, let's say I like anime, I'm a comic book artist and I like anime, but there's somebody else that likes to play anime and to play video games too. Just because both parties like the same thing, that doesn't mean that they're going to be interested in the content that you do. So when you're creating content, never tell anybody outside of the internet that you got a YouTube channel. I mean, you could tell them in the way of, say, hey, I'm a YouTuber and I'm doing this and that. If they ask to subscribe, don't give them your YouTube channel. Because the thing is, if you give them your YouTube channel, and what's going to end up happening is, if you give them your YouTube channel, they will come, they'll subscribe, but they will never ever support you. They'll never ever like your content. And also, I'm gonna put this out here with YouBoost. There's a website that you can that I don't know if a lot of people are using it, but there's a website that people are using just to grow on YouTube, and you have to pay to get, depending on how many subscribers you're trying to get. Don't do it. Do not pay that much. Do not pay any money to get subscribers, because that's a bad representation on your channel. Okay? And you're gonna have a whole bunch of bot subscribers, because I remember I did that in the past, and on one of my channels, just to test it out. And what I found out when I went live is nobody was watching my content. The subscribers that I had, they were not watching my content whatsoever. They were not watching it whatsoever. I kid you not. So if you see YouBoost or these other scamming websites that is trying to sell people a product to where they can help them grow on YouTube, and then they make it seem like, oh, that they're part of Google AdSense, don't accept that, because that's a scam. I know that because I tried it before. It does not work. Take it from a guy who's been on YouTube for 7 years without ever having a monetized YouTube channel. And maybe YouTube is not for me. That's why I did a video about quitting YouTube, because I have done everything I could. I have tried everything. I have doom scrolled the whole entire YouTube space. I have looked at so many videos. And the way they teach you how to grow on YouTube, it's just ridiculous. It's tiring, and it's just frustrating. It's like searching for a job application. It is tiring and it's frustrating. And the thing is, it's like, none of these YouTubers are gonna share with you of how to grow on YouTube. You got other YouTubers that are telling you, don't do YouTube automation. And for those of you that don't understand what YouTube automation is where you create a faceless YouTube channel by using AI. But it's mostly geared towards using a faceless YouTube channel. Let's find a definition of it. Come on. It shouldn't take that long to pull it up. But then again, I'm starting to think that I'm starting to think that the internet is starting to act up. I don't know why it's acting up. Let me see. I mean, it's doing perfectly fine on my end. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. Like, the internet's been acting up lately. I have no idea as to what is going on. My phone probably It's been acting up lately. I don't know what's going on. Why is it acting up like this? Anyway, so YouTube automation refers to the process of streamlining, automating various tasks associated with running a channel, often using tools or software to handle repetitive tasks, which is AI tools. And this can include automating video uploads, scheduling posts, managing commands, and analyzing performance metrics and promotion content. It also involves using scripts, bots to perform actions like responding to comments and viewers and goals and blah blah blah. But it also responds to faceless YouTube channels and people that most of the people are getting into, creating scary stories, using in-video AI and other AI software. Some people choose to create a script and then they use they use a clone voice of themselves, and then they make videos that way that will handle all of the workload and everything, and some of the other tedious tasks that it takes to make a video. See, a lot of people think that YouTube is just a place where you're just entertaining. YouTube is not the same, right? Hold on, guys. Anyway, so here's the thing. For those of you that want to grow on YouTube, there are a couple of rules of the YouTube streets that you gotta understand. One, you cannot be original on YouTube. That I know for sure because I tried that and it didn't work. And this is coming from a guy who's been on YouTube since 2014. I've been on YouTube for 7 years, probably 8 by now, for almost 8 years, right? Second thing you gotta do, the third thing you gotta do, the second thing is, the rule is, you have to use whatever strategy that works on YouTube. And the strategies that I'm talking about is try to do research on YouTube, see who's posting what is trending on YouTube right now. Rather, if you're doing a talk show like everybody else is doing, where they're always talking about other YouTubers and sport athletes and celebrities and all of this other crazy stuff, all of this other different kind of things, right? So find out whether it's in the gaming niche, financial niche, whatever it is. You can go on Google News and see what's trending, and you can do a video based on that. Because I'm pretty sure that there's talks about that on YouTube. So just try to search on YouTube, and see what everybody else is talking about. Then watch the videos, try to deduce what they're talking about. You can look it up in Google News and see what and read more about the video, the topic that they're doing a video on, and do a video. Now there is a strategy to this. So you want to put, of course, make sure your thumbnails is, that's looking creative, and you don't want it to be boring and stuff like that. But I mean, that's something that you guys should already know, for those of you who do have experience of being on YouTube. Now a lot of people suggest that you should put sound effects in your videos. Now me personally, I'm working on that. I don't know anything about putting sound effects and stuff. I know a lot of people buy a software studio setup where you can put sound effects in your videos, and the thing is I haven't really looked into that. I don't really like sound effects. I think it's annoying, and I think it's just like, because here's the thing, like, if I'm doing a YouTube video, and if I'm gonna eventually, obviously I'm gonna be talking in a video, what do you care about most, sound effects or hearing a person who is doing a video talking about a topic? I just don't like all of the sound effects and all that other stuff that they're doing. But apparently, if you want to get noticed in some sort of way, if you want your content to be interesting, you have to put sound effects in your videos. Obviously, every YouTuber is doing it. It's a trending thing now. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but if you want to get, obviously, if you want to get noticed, then you have to. I'm not sure how that works in the gaming niche. I've never really used sound effects in my videos. I don't know how that works. And most of the YouTubers, they usually just create shorts explaining all this stuff. They don't normally usually just they don't create a whole lot of video. I don't know, but you have to make your you have to make your either, rather, if you're streaming or doing videos, I would suggest streaming. Streaming for me, I think I was mostly putting efforts in video in because I'm a gamer YouTuber as well as doing content like this. And for me, I've been consistent. But I think I was consistent on the wrong things that a lot of people are not talking about anymore. So I think that's probably the reason. But at this point, I would say just have fun with it. If you still want to get monetized on YouTube, if you still want to continue on with everything that you're doing with your channel, and if you really enjoy it, and also if you're serious about it, I would say don't give up. Just keep going. At the same time, YouTube is a competitive space, so I would focus on TikTok and focus on trying to get more views, get more likes, try to get a following on TikTok. Try to get your feet wet in that first before you go to YouTube, because if you're just starting a YouTube channel, you post maybe like 5 videos, people say eventually one of those videos is gonna pop off. But I have posted and posted and posted and posted videos for 7 years on YouTube, and I have never been monetized. And a lot of these YouTubers, they will tell you stuff, they will say whatever they can to persuade you into buying their course, because they think in their minds how you can grow on YouTube. You try that and it don't really work, but then they always try to say, oh, there's no guarantee. Of course, with YouTube there's no guarantee, because it's up to the audience of whoever you choose to watch your videos of what they choose and what they don't choose, right? Just like I had a subscriber on my channel ask me if I was going to be making more Zelda videos, and I have made some Zelda videos, but now nobody's watching them. I get At least sometimes I'll get 3 views, sometimes I'll get no views, sometimes I get one. So I have to literally go on Discord, I have to go on Reddit, I have to go everywhere just to get something going on, just to get people to watch my video and to actually enjoy it. It's very rare and it's very difficult to find organic organic subscribers, because a lot of people are not going to support your YouTube channel even if they like the same things that you like. Some people will watch one video and then they're gone. They're not going to come back. And what I'm thinking is I just don't think YouTube is really worth it, because at this point you're not, people try to scare other content creators or people who are small content creators, telling them that you can get shadow banned, you can get demonetized for no reason, and not know what reason you got demonetized for. And the only reason you would get demonetized if you're doing too much profanity, if you're doing too much everything. Because the thing is with YouTube is getting very strict, and they're cracking down on AI. They're cracking down on a lot of stuff. They're not just cracking down on AI, they're cracking down on a lot of stuff on this YouTube update. So it's going to be difficult for a lot of people. Some people probably got a backup plan in case if it works out, and some people don't. But what I'm saying is the fact that you can't always allow people to, if there's something that if the YouTube thing is something that you really, really want to do, I'd say don't let people talk you out of it. Don't let people do anything, talk you out of it or whatever the case may be. Just keep on doing what you're trying to do, because when it all comes down to it, if you be consistent in it and just maybe pick a day out of the week, maybe you could do a video 2 days out of the week, whatever your schedule gonna be. Just set up a schedule, say, hey, I'm gonna do a video about this, let's see, I'm gonna do a video about that, and then just do it. You just set your schedule up and do it the way you want to do it. So another thing too, you can create so if you have with YouTube, Google has bought YouTube, right? Or YouTube bought Google, however that works. So in order for you to get a YouTube channel, used to be you can start with any other email address to get a YouTube channel, right? But now you have to start with Google Mail accounts. So that's the only way that you'll be able to get a YouTube channel, and you will be able to you'll be able to do that, and you'll also be able to have multiple YouTube channels on the same email. The only downside to that is it's not the having multiple YouTube channels. It's just the fact that you have to have how can I put this? You have to have, it's more of, you have to you have your phone number, right, which is used to verify your account, and is to keep from getting shadow banned. So the way that works is you can only verify 2 channels per year. And after those chances are used up, you can't do it. You have to wait a whole nother year for those 2 chances to come back. So if you got more than 1 channel you want to promote, I would suggest sticking with 1, and just only focus with one and get your feet wet with that channel first before you go to other multiple channels. I started multiple channels. I should have just stick with my gaming YouTube channel because that's the one I'm mostly on all the time anyway. When I have a lot of stuff on my mind, I come here and I share it with you guys, hopes that you can, be able to, sympathize, or maybe you can relate. Maybe you have some issues in your life and you say, you know what, I agree with this guy. He's actually making some sense, But we live in a oblivious world where people are living under a bridge or in a cave, and they don't know what's going on. They refuse to acknowledge the reality of what's happening, and most of the time it just gets to the point where there's always something going on. People will lie to you in front of your face. They're not very honest people. And and another thing too, if you're gonna start a YouTube channel, especially if you're starting a gaming YouTube channel, you don't necessarily have to show your face, but it is preferred because it just, when you're playing video games, it just helps to see people, have people to see you and how you react to certain games and stuff like that. So it literally does help. It literally does help. Not enough to where you get automatically monetized, but get more subscribers, but it does kind of help in such a way. But it's really difficult to grow on YouTube. It really is, because I've seen people that do streams, they stream and they do things every day, and they still ain't getting monetized. They don't even have the watch hour. I've seen people that got over 500 subscribers, but they don't even have the watch time. I done met people who got 809k subscribers, 809.6k subscribers, and they still don't even have the watch hours. They still don't have the watch time. So it ain't like they're not streaming, and it's not like they're not doing anything. It's just the fact that they don't have the watch time, because a lot of people are not watching their videos. And then you got most YouTubers. I'm gonna tell you about the content creators. You got content creators. I'm just gonna tell you guys and be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie to you about anything on this channel. Content creators, the only thing they're gonna tell you is it's difficult to create a YouTube channel. It's hard to get subscribers. It's hard to get people to like and subscribe. It's hard to do this. It's not easy. Of course, nothing is gonna be easy, but they make it seem like it's just overall most difficult task in the whole multiverse to do on YouTube, right? Another thing is content creators who doing YouTube education, content creators who are doing or telling you that all you got to do is this, all you got to do is that. They're not any help at all, and they will never tell you their secret of how they actually grew on YouTube. They will go into their analytics, they'll sit there and they'll tell you, oh, this is how we grow on YouTube. Here's the analytics. And a lot of times they'll change the estimate number to a different country to make it seem like they got more money that they're actually supposed to be making. They'll do all of that stuff. They'll show you the analytics, the metrics and stuff and all of that stuff, thinking, okay, so I gotta continue to look at that every time I post a video. They'll do all of this stuff. But these content creators are not going to tell you how they actually did it. What was their strategy? They're not going to reveal that to you. And they'll say just enough to get you to buy their courses, because they want to get more money. They'll waste money building some AI software that'll cost you an arm and a leg just for you to use, because they're money hungry. These people on YouTube are money hungry. money is good. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's just crazy when you're trying to milk people out of all the money that they have, selling a course, giving people a bunch of word salad, invalid information that's not even going to help anybody. Like, most people are telling you, you got to do stuff in health, you got to do stuff in finance. Okay, what if everybody is not good at or not knowledgeable in finances and talking about health and everything else? I mean, the only thing somebody could say, oh, just eat healthy and just exercise about 10 times a day, and that's it. But what can you do? You know, what about the people who don't know anything about, that's not knowledgeable when it comes to finances and teaching people how to make money? And, you know, when you got other channels that are doing it way better than the other channels. And, you know, people try to make it seem like, okay, these are the channels that you can make a lot of money from. Gaming channels, scary story channels, all of the channels, they got low niches. They got low RPM niches, and you can't do any of that. But what if that's something that they're good at doing? There's always some improvement, but you got other people that got millions of subscribers that are getting a way better paycheck than most of these scary stories and gamers are. I know a gamer that is almost a millionaire, making millions of subscribers, and you're saying that they can't grow on YouTube if they're creating a gaming channel or a scary story niche or a faceless YouTube channel or a top 5. I don't know about the top 5 because I don't specialize in that, but they all want you to go into the educational niche. They all want you to go towards health. They want you to do videos. They try to push you into doing videos about health, financing, and how to exercise and all of this stuff, right? But what about the people that are not, that they don't have skills in that area? Maybe they're a skilled gamer, maybe they're a skilled storyteller, maybe they're a skilled person who likes to do vlogs. Maybe people got skills in other things, you know? But that's what these content creators that got these courses that they're selling, that's what they do. They'll say everything that they can to get you to sell something, to sell you something that'll cost you from the range of probably $575 to $1,000, $2,000. These people are money hungry. I remember one time I met this person that did some kind of man cave, some kind of finance business model. And he made a statement that I never forget. This is a guy that's money hungry, that's selling a course. He made a statement saying, oh, well, I'll never, if you're broke, if you don't have money, you can't afford it, then then click off this channel, because this is a business model. When I heard that, I said, okay, you know what? I was going to support it. I'm trying to see how I can afford it. You know what? Since you said that, I'm not going to invest into it. And you got to really understand too, like, a lot of content creators would not help you on YouTube. They come up with these hour-long courses talking a whole bunch of word salad, you know, but they don't teach you nothing. What about for people who got a gaming channel? Okay, how would they look up what gaming trends? What if somebody's doing a gardening channel? Okay, so what is the trending topic that they can use to what are some of the best gardening tips that everybody's talking about that they can go? What about, I don't know, an IT, what about IT niche? Like, what are some of the best technology that are up to date, that are new right now, that everybody is talking about? They don't talk about that stuff. You know, they just talk about what is easy for them, what they already know, and then they got a course down below where you go through the nitty-gritty of how to do everything, but then only to find out you done spent all this money, you made the sacrifice, you spent all this money, and you're not getting nothing out of it. but they're selling you a course that you got to pay them for them to help you with your channel. I tried that one time. I actually had a recruiter on WhatsApp. He was requiring that I invest $1,000. Who in the world has $1,000 to pay just to get help? You know what I'm saying? So just keep in mind, if you see anything, I'm not saying don't check them out. There may be some stuff you can, information you can hear, you can tweak it out and stuff like that. But when it comes to like, if you come across these YouTube education people, stay away from them, because they're not giving you anything. All they're doing is speaking a whole bunch of word salad, misleading you. They just want to take all your money, telling you to not do something that you enjoy doing. But then out of the same breath, they want you to do the niche that you don't have no knowledge of, don't know anything about, don't know how you can use that to help other people. How? And I'm not saying it's difficult. It's just that don't do a YouTube niche that you don't like. Don't do something that you don't have compassion about. If you have compassion with gaming, I don't know why I keep going back to that. It must be somebody that I'm talking to. If you have compassion with scary storytelling, with gardening, cooking, I don't know, maybe learning how to go out there in the middle of the woods and take mud and sticks and put them together and have somebody film you, showing you how you do it. Or maybe you have a stand and showing you how you're supposed to get somebody to edit it for you. Whatever you're trying to do it. There's people there's a kid that is a millionaire on YouTube right now just by simply building Lego blocks. Just building Lego blocks. So you can do just about anything on YouTube. Rather if you show your face, rather if you don't show your face. It doesn't matter. People don't care about your face or the voice or whatever. What they care about is the information that you're giving in the videos. So I don't know why people feel like they gotta focus, because a lot of people focus on the wrong thing. Who cares about because I put myself in the viewer's perspective. When I'm looking on YouTube, I'm trying to get some information. I don't care about what the person looked like. I don't care what the voice sounds like. I just need the information. And another thing I hate what these YouTube content creators are doing, and this is why I get to the point where I stop doing this, is because, they say, hey, this is Corey Rouse here. Welcome to the Laker Buns channel, and I'm this and that, and thank you guys for tuning in. I want you to give you this spot. They do all of that crap through the greeting before they even get to the point. Then they start off with this intro, and then they get to the point. I hate it when YouTube channels do this. Like, just get to the damn point. Stop trying to. They do too much on their channels. They're always doing extra stuff, and it's ridiculous. Like, if I'm trying to look up something of how to do something, you see a bunch of shorts and other stuff. I'm like, where's the long form content? Then when you get to you have some person from India. Welcome to the channel. I'm going to show you how to do the multiple circulation contest. And you don't understand. It's like they're talking like they got a bunch of dicks in their mouths, or that they're sucking all at one time, and you don't understand a word they're saying. And see, the part of the reason is because the United States are having third world countries to take over some of these, using them as a third party service to help people with any customer or technical situations that they have is because they don't want to pay a lot of money, because if they were to do it here in America, in the United States, they got to pay $36, and they got to pay just to get the help that they need. So to mitigate all of that, they decide to do business overseas in other countries, right? Especially third world countries, because it's cheaper. Now my thing is, it's like, it's like any information that you find on YouTube, you can't find it. People don't want to support your channel. They don't want to do anything. It all depends on the YouTube algorithm, pretty much. You can find something that everybody else is talking about. I did it with shorts at one time when I was doing a short on my gaming channel, and I got a lot of views for it, but I didn't get that many subscribers out of it. And I got some comments and stuff on it, but it didn't help my channel one bit. So I'm telling you, people are on here to make money for themselves. If you're on somebody's show, do not promote your YouTube channel. If they're not in the gaming niche, and you call in and say, hey, you want to promote your channel, you want to collaborate, don't do it. Because you're in a gaming niche, and most of the subscribers that you get are not going to be interested in the content that they're making. Some will say, hey, I just subscribed to your channel, and then it'll be a message that you'd have read like 2 weeks ago, which would probably be last year, 2 weeks ago, or it'll be like, I don't know, like 3 months ago, and then that'll be like from 2023 all the way up until now, and it'll be 3 months ago within that year. And I'm just really getting tired of YouTube. I would suggest you guys just say screw YouTube, go to Rumble. I mean, I don't know much about Rumble, but Rumble seems to be a good place to go, and a lot of people don't even get on Rumble that much anymore anyway. I got 2 videos on there right now. I would say forget YouTube and just go to Rumble. That's what I would say. I mean, that's just my point of view of it anyway. But it's just, YouTube is just ain't worth it. I mean, I've been on here for I just realized I've been on here for 7 years. And I've seen so many backwards information, so many YouTube educational channels that giving several different ways of how they grow. They doing and I'm gonna tell you, these content creators and what they're doing is they're giving you the tools, but they're giving you these backwards, invalid tools to help you grow on YouTube. So the way they're doing it is to keep other people from trying to compete, because they don't want to deal with the competition. So what these YouTube education channels are doing is they're doing all of this to prevent other people from growing on YouTube. That's why I say, do not look up how to grow on YouTube. Don't look at these how-to channels anymore when it comes to the YouTube and growing YouTube. Even content creators that you know and love and watch, they're not going to help you. They're not going to teach you how to grow on YouTube. They're just going to throw something out there. Everybody's going to sit around and talk about, oh, well, those are gems you're dropping. Those are this or that. And you're sitting up here like, okay, so what do you mean by this? Can you clarify that? And they won't do that. They'll just throw information out of there, and rather, if you get it, good for you. If you don't get it, it's good for you. Then that's too bad. So it's just, I wouldn't stress over about it. I'm just reporting it because I think that this needs to be talked about. YouTube is just not what it used to be no more. It's all about clicks and views. I mean, people are like, well, you're just saying that because you ain't got monetized yet. And I'm not begging anybody. If you don't want to subscribe to the channel, you don't have to subscribe to the channel. If you don't like the stuff that I'm saying, you don't have to. I've already done gave up on YouTube due to the fact that there's no way to grow on YouTube. Because the audience, what they like to hear drama, they like to hear ranting, and pretty much some of the stuff that I talk about, it ain't really got, it's just boring. My content is pretty much boring to the audience. They're not gonna watch that. They're gonna find something else, and then not even a lot of people even know about my channel. You know what I mean? They don't even know that this channel exists. It could be set up there, and I can probably use keywords and all of that stuff, but what good is that gonna make? That ain't gonna really help nothing. And it sucks. YouTube sucks. Their algorithm sucks. Everything sucks. You know, you got people up there, and it's not even that many people. They got millions and millions of subscribers. Now, I sat up here, I gave out some information, I gave out some things to teach you guys the reality of YouTube. These YouTube content creators will not help you. The information that they gave will not help you. People try to make it seem like, oh, well, here are some things that YouTubers don't tell you. Then you hear somebody else say something, well, this is the part that they don't tell you. And then when that gets used up, now everything is out of the bag now. There are going to be more and more people selling YouTube courses. You got a YouTube course that's teaching you how to have sex and all of this crazy stuff. You got people that it's just a lot. So I'm just gonna tell you guys, I don't know, I'm just starting to think that YouTube is just not for me. You know, it's tiring. It's like trying to find a job and you're trying to consistently applying every day, and you don't get anything to show for it at all, period. You get nothing to show for it. And then a lot of times you can't even, it's hard to get the watch hours because you got to have people to watch your channel. Nobody's going to sit there and watch a 57-minute video about watching and listening to me rant and complain about something that they don't really care about. Who is going to watch this stuff? Ain't nobody going to watch this. Just understand this, that YouTube is not going to help. YouTube doesn't, like the content creators, they don't care about helping other people. They try to make it seem like that they do, but they don't. And then they doing content about doing Twitch, but if you don't even have a following on YouTube or anywhere else, then what's the point of starting a Twitch channel? I started a Twitch channel. I barely got any views on it. I'm like, what the heck am I doing? So I'm just telling you guys, YouTube ain't worth it, in my opinion. I've been through a lot. Hold on, guys. Anyway, so the thing is, it's like, you know, that's why I did a video about giving up on YouTube, because it's just tiring. people tell you, but even though nobody's watching, if it seemed discouraging, like nobody cares, you're right, nobody cares. Who in the world can I collaborate with? What group? Like, they don't tell you none of this stuff. That's what I hate about these content creators. You watch their video, they want you to support them, they want you to sending them super chats and everything else, but then it's like, you don't get nothing. But then when you're trying to grow your channel, they don't tell you nothing. Just imagine, people are with you, y'all in the same boat, y'all trying to grow a YouTube channel. Then all of a sudden, when they get so much fame and get so much money, now all of a sudden it goes to their head, they just throw you some sly information, and then from there it's crazy, it's ridiculous. And sometimes I hate YouTube, because it's like, and I regret sometimes just starting a YouTube channel now, because it's like, I should have just did it during COVID. Maybe I would have gotten some followers. Maybe I would have got the watch time that I needed it. Maybe I would have did something. But I'm going to tell you, these content creators are not going to help you. They're not going to teach you their real secret behind it. And if they do, they're going to sell you thousands and thousands of dollars for it. They're not going to teach you anything. They'll tell you to start on a small platform and then try to get your subscribers to go over to YouTube. But how do you do that? They don't show you how to do that, because they are already assuming that this is something you should know how to do. They're only doing that to, of course, to make money, because everybody got to eat. But they're doing it to make money, not because they really want to help you. A lot of these YouTubers don't generally do YouTube because they really enjoy it. They do it because they want to squeeze money out of people. That's all they want to do. Because think about it this way, guys. If you got a YouTube guru that is selling a course that's telling you not to do this and not to do that, don't start a gardening channel, don't start a business channel, don't do this, don't do that, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, okay, if I can't do that, and if this is the kind of content I'm supposed to do, then what am I supposed to, like, I don't have any knowledge in that. I don't have no skill in that. Why would I want to do a channel that I don't have compassion for? And you ever notice, like, there's just no point in starting a YouTube channel. And the reason I say that is because it's just so much backwards information. And I know that this sounds like I'm being negative at this point. I'm just reporting the reality of what's going on. And me just doing YouTube is just, I just don't think it's worth it. And I think that a lot of people should just give up on YouTube and just go to another platform. Because YouTube, and the people that are here, let them get all the money and everything, because that's all they're doing anyway. But see, here's the thing. If you got multiple YouTube channels from different niches, and the only niches you're focused on is business, health, and other stuff, right? People that they're not very compassionate about the niches to do, right? Okay, why would you need to sell a course to teach people how to grow on YouTube? If you got multiple YouTube channels, you should be making more money than anybody else. So, I don't know. That's just something you guys should kind of peep into. Anyway, this is it for this stream. I'm done ranting. YouTube sucks. I'm probably just gonna move over to Rumble because I probably still be on YouTube. I probably just watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. And because right now, nobody's gonna teach you how to grow on YouTube. You know, you can be positive. You can keep up with the motivation. I'm not saying don't be motivated, but at a point in time, YouTube can wear you out. There's so many people with so many advices on YouTube. They don't teach you how to do nothing. They don't teach you no strategies or anything. I would say the best way, if you're gonna get somebody to be on your channel, sorry about that guys, there's a fly that just started buzzing around. If you're gonna grow on YouTube, you gotta have connections. You gotta have people that will subscribe to your channel, but not just any subscribers. You want your subscribers to be organic. Don't go on YouBoost or these other scamming websites buying subscribers. I went live one time thinking, okay, maybe these subscribers will go online and watch me, and maybe they'll comment in the live chat or whatever. I didn't get none of that. If any, I only got like one, sometimes two people, sometimes one people that'll watch. I'm just gonna tell you guys. Now, I'll still be on YouTube. I'll still stream, you know, play other games because I don't have a Nintendo Switch yet for my Nintendo YouTube channel, and most of the games that I already have, they're pretty much old, and not everybody is looking for those type of games anymore, you know. So I'll still play and everything, but when it comes down to it, if you've been on YouTube as long as I have and you still don't have a monetized YouTube channel yet, you tried everything and nothing works because people are not really telling you how they really grew on YouTube, think about it. Just really think about that. If they're telling you all these things to grow a YouTube channel and you tried it and it still don't work, and you're still not seeing any results for a period of time, that makes you question, like, I done tried this and I done tried that and it still don't work. That's something to think about. So anyway guys, this is it for this video. Rant over. This video has been a little bit too long. I don't even think people are gonna actually sit down and read and listen to this video. I mean, it's an hour long. Who is gonna sit here for an hour and listen to a whole hour long video? But I'm still gonna post it anyway because at this point, you know, I'll never get monetized on YouTube. It's just, you know, I mean, I want it to happen, but it's a competitive world out there, and you know, you gotta, it's almost like you gotta copy other people's content just so that you can get just so that you can get what you're trying to get the subscribers and get the watch hours, and then you got to get 1,000 subscribers. I don't know guys, it's a lot, but anyway, you guys be easy. Chaos out.